So I've spent the better part of a decade diving more into my Hawaiian, Ilocano, and Visayan sides. And just when I thought I pretty much have learned everything I need to know, there's always something that comes up that surprises me. So this came across my Instagram, and so I decided to dive in and get more information about it. And this is just another example of why, and I've been saying this for a while now, pretty much for the last 10 years, that indigenous stories and indigenous knowledge needs to be somehow worked into Western science. And not just the knowledge from the indigenous people of how to appropriately utilize and maximize land, water, and resources, but also their knowledge of how they got here. It's just frustrating to me how Western science tells this narrative, and then the indigenous people of those lands say, well, this is our story. And I go, well, it's just stories. And then almost every single time, the Western science finds something and they go, we have to rewrite the history books. So the researchers found these tools that they were able, over the last 15 years, was date these tools to more than 30,000 years ago, potentially up to 35,000 years ago. But what is interesting is that these tools bear a striking resemblance to tools that are found throughout the Pacific, as far north as Taiwan, all the way out to Papua New Guinea. Now, the reason why I say indigenous knowledge and stories need to be woven into Western science is because I feel like it will facilitate the understanding of how we came to these places so much more easier. Because whenever the indigenous people tell the stories of how they were created or how they got here, it's always met with a level of bigotry and racism. Because how many cool stories are waiting to be verified in the length of time we've been in these islands? Because what it feels like they're saying is like, oh, that story is cute, but there's no way that can be true, until they find these things, and then they have to backtrack, and then it feels like a level of gaslighting. Now let me end this video by saying that I love science, I love everything about it. At one point I wanted to be a forensic scientist. But what I wish science, especially Western science, would do is incorporate more of indigenous knowledge and stories, so that when you rewrite the history books, it's told from our perspective.